Hi, welcome back. I'm Neko. This is all the Mons. So, it hasn't been too long since I recorded my last episode, maybe like an hour. During that time, I did do a little bit, like I got the mints planted here now. All the mints are now planted. And then I found 2 more berries, so I got those planted. I don't really think I did much else besides that. I feel like I might have done something. Oh, right, down here. In the processing room, I have this set up now. So this is just pumping all of my raw ore into this one furnace, which is more than keeping up, and it's pumping all the stuff back out. So all my raw ores are being processed now as I throw them into the system. And then, yeah. Just look here. Alright, so when we left off, we were about to set up this essence farm. So how are we going to do this? Well, one of the first things I want, I didn't mean to go there, is I want this red fertilizer. I'm going to teach the system this. I'm also going to teach the system how to make bone meal, because I don't think it knows how. Oh. And I also want to teach you how to make that red dye. I'm going to use beets for this. Whoops. This pattern I'm going to throw up here in this corner, because I'm going to be replacing that pattern. Now then, if I take some beetroot seeds and I place them down like that, take all my beetroots, and they need to be given a drawer. This one will work. And now, to get a bunch of beetroots right away, I can show you one of my favorite things ever to do. If I take my time wand and I time wand this, I love it. That's very loud, but I love it. And now we have a ton of beetroots. I also need to encode the growth accelerators. And where are the crystalline generators? There they are. There we go. Now if I just add AE2, I can make a bunch of those. Not sure how much I'm gonna make, so how much I'm gonna need, so I'm just gonna make a stack of each as soon as I find them in here. There we go. Stack of those, stack of these. Why are you stuck? Oh, you're making glass. You're the one holding me up. There we go. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna take these. These are gonna be placed in a sort of grid pattern, like this. Yeah, just like that. There we go. And then I also need them on the outside like this. And there we have it. So, there's a quick little trick you can use. If I put these in my offhand and I grab myself my wand, and I just right click one at the top of these, it'll place them all like that, just how I want them. Make sure every one of these has a generator. Yep. We are good to go. Oh, no. How did you not get a generator? There we go. And now every one of these that's still a farmland needs fertilizer. So I'm just going to ask for a stack of fertilizer. I'm going to fertilize each and every one of these farmland plots. There is another step you can do if you really want to, and that's to add crop supports. Those also speed up the growth of plants, but I've noticed that crop supports really don't do a whole hell of a lot. Like, they barely do anything. They do something, which is better than nothing, but they barely do anything. I am good on beetroots for now, so I'm going to go ahead and rip these up. There we go. Okay. So this is pretty much ready to go. One other thing I like to do is get an agronomic source link. Place that down right there. And then I'll hook that up later. But basically, every time a plant grows around it, which this entire area here is going to be filled with plants, it's going to generate source for me. And that's just going to get a ton of source. Over here, too, I could do the same thing with Vitalytic source links. So with Vitalytic source links, anytime something dies near it, it will generate source, which I'm going to put that here. And the reason is because I want to make a source, an ME source jar. As you can see too, by the way, I set up this wireless connector connecting with a storage bus into here. So now I can just see all my gems in my system. And as I throw stuff in, it'll put it in there for me. Yeah, so I'll make an ME source jar and hook it up here, and then it'll hook up into that, and I can store ME or source in my ME system. Now this is all ready to go, pretty much. What I need now to get I need to get the seeds, and in order to get them, why not give me a quick ball? Why give me a ender pearl? I'm gonna need the mystical agriculture system up and running. So I'm just gonna encode this. I don't need to encode this because I'm only gonna make this once, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I have plenty of pattern space anyway. Alright, so I need 1 of these. And I need 8 of these. I'm also going to need a block of redstone. Now then, I will make this, I think, like right here. Redstone block down, this on top of it, and then pedestals all around it, where it shows you the ghost pedestals. There we go. This is up and running. Now to automate this, I'm going to need modular routers. So we're doing more encoding. At modular, we're going to make us some, we're going to encode pretty much all of this stuff. Not all of it, but most of it. We're going to encode most of this in modular routers. We're going to need the rest of these as well. Because those will come in handy. Start throwing this in here. We're going to need sender mark 1. Oh, wait, I'm not on the encoding. Sender mark 1 encoded. Sender mark 2 needs to be encoded. For distributor. Puller mark 1. This isn't encoded. Puller mark 1. And puller mark 2. That all needs to be encoded. Okay, what else we need? We need the speed upgrades. The stack upgrades comes in handy sometimes. We'll need bricks for that. I'll get to that in a second. Energy upgrades. We can make quartz seeds too, so you can start getting quartz coming in. Mystical agriculture is just great. You get like everything from it. Yeah, so bricks. I will encode this. Teach my system how to do that. And also for that stack upgrade, I needed this stone brick. There we go. No, I wasn't on the right thing. Trying to encode it. There we go. I don't need a stack upgrade right now, but that comes in handy later. The regulator augment comes in handy later too. So I'll get this encoded. So get the regulator augment. Okay. That ought to be enough for right now. So now, with modular routers, I'm going to need 3... I think I need 4 of these. So if I just order 1, it'll make me 4. And then... let's take a look here. So... yeah, I needed 4. And then I like to do... sorry, I'm like stuttering. I don't know why. I've never stuttered before. I like to do barrels right here, like that. because I'm going to be using speed and energy upgrades in these, they're going to need power. So each of these can hold I forget how many speed. Let me make 12 right now. I think it's 6. Might be 9. Yeah, it's 9. So we're gonna need another 6 of these. And then I need 18 more. And then for energy upgrades, they can hold a whole stack. So 64 times 4. I'm out of quartz. Let's go on a quick little mining trip in the nether. This actually won't take long at all because you get so much quartz. Oh, stuck. There we go. It was lagging really bad. Growing elder wood. I think I have some of those, but I can always use more. Don't go back through, you... Okay, I got them. That's all I wanted from that guy. The game is not very happy with me because I keep going back and forth. Okay. Let's do a little bit of mining to get some quartz. This won't take long. See, I already got a bunch. Oh, while we're here, we can grab some of this. I'm gonna need this in like a second. The solium stuff. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna need like all this in a second. This is how I'm gonna make like chicken seeds and stuff. To be able to craft feathers with chicken essence. Some more of it. That should be good. On that. I don't really need too much of that. I just need a bunch of it. This, however, I'll take all the quartz I can get. And Inferium essence. Because I'm going to need that as well. I'm getting into mystical agriculture. Now then, can I make 64 times 4? I can. I'm gonna sleep real quick. Okay. Each of these gets a stack of these. There we go. Now what I need? Let's start from square one. I need to, so I'll make some signs real quick. Three signs is actually as many as I need. So this is going to be input slash results. So this is what I'm going to put. Hold on, actually. Not that. going to be the seed slash result. So that's where I'm going to put the seed in, and that's where I'm also going to get the result out of. And this is going to be ingredient 1. Oh, I think I spelled ingredient right. I'm not the smartest man. Ingredient 2. That's probably not how you spell ingredient. I don't know. But yeah, so the seed is going to go in here, and then whatever result is going to get pulled out and put in here as well. And then this is going to be my first ingredient and my second ingredient. So, because everything takes 2. So first off, I need to be able to pull the seed out of here and put it into there. So in modular routers, I need a puller card Mark II and a sender card Mark II. I don't need a distributor card. I just need a puller and a sender. So in this puller card, I'm gonna, well, hold on. I'm gonna teach my system how to make prosperity seeds, because I'm gonna need these. There we go. Give me a prosperity seed for now. I just right click it in the air, right? And I could say whitelist. So I only want you to pull out prosperity seeds. Can I make a solium seed too? Because I need that. There we go. The solium seed base. Well, I'll make it real quick. I wanted to encode it. There we go. So yeah, also solium seed bases. So those are the only 2 things that this will be able to pull out. And I'll use this one for that. What happened to that? Oh, I used it to make the solium seed base. That's what happened to it. And now with this sender card, all I gotta do. Oh wait, I wasn't done with the puller card. I'm an idiot. So with the puller card now, it knows it can only pull out those 2 seeds. So if I shift right click this barrel and put it in there, now it'll only pull those 2 seeds out if they're in this barrel. And then with the sender card, if I shift right click this, that's where it's going to send those seeds. So it's very simple. Pull out from this barrel prosperity seeds or solium seeds if you see them, and then send them to here. And I'm going to use that same principle to do the pillars as well. And this one is going to be the opposite of this one. It's going to instead pull any results, but blacklisted for those 2 seeds and put them in there. So I can actually do that right now. I have a solium seed base. I need the prosperity. I need a puller Mark II and a sender Mark II. Right click the puller in the air. And this one's going to be blacklist, not whitelist. So it will not pull these 2 seed bases out. And it's going to pull from there. And it's going to send into there. Complete opposite. Let me check this. Yeah, that's whitelist. Okay. Now then, that's good to go. I don't know why I did that, but there we go. So now what I need to do is I need both of these pullers, but I don't need them stacked like that. So these don't need any whitelist or blacklist. Just this one's going to pull from here. And this one's going to pull from here. Right? And now what I need is distributor modulars. I need 2 of these. And again, I don't want them stacked. Don't stack them because then you'll end up doing them both at the same time. I like to go in a little bit of a pattern here. So each of the corners. And then the cardinals. There you go. So that's set up. So now, let's pick a seed and make it. I think the first seeds I want. Let's try to pick a simple one. These essence seeds are pretty... Well, the thing is you need these agglomerations to make these essence seeds. And these agglomerations can be a bit difficult. There we go. And then for air essence seeds, I need inferium essence. So I have the 4 agglomerations, now I need 4 inferium essences. And I'm also going to need prosperity seed base. Right, so the seed goes in here. You can see it pulled it out and put it there. And then one ingredient will go here, the other ingredient will go here. It doesn't matter which one. You can see it automatically activated. And as soon as it's done, it pulled it out of there and put it back in this barrel for me. And now I can take this seed and I can just throw it in one of these empty spots. And you can see there it goes. It's starting to work. And it's all showing up inside of this dimensional chest, which is linked downstairs to this dimensional chest. Was it that one or was it this one? No, I don't think I ever linked it, but I can link it now. There we go. So I got this and I got this coming in. Just grab one of these so I can show you that this works. And then over here on the wall, I just need to give it a spot. And I'm thinking maybe like right here. So those will go there, and those will go there. And now I have air essence coming in. Kind of slow, but it's coming in passive. And yeah, that's the basic principle of all that. Oh, this is a thunderstorm. I want to sleep. I don't want anything burning down. So we use that to keep things going. Oh, I'm sorry, good kitty. My cat is sleeping literally like right next to me. He wedged himself between myself and the side of my chair. I don't know why. He loves to do that. But, okay, I'm going to want earth, water, and fire essences as well. I also want dirt essence and wood essence. Where's nature's essence? Right there. I want that as well. I want all these damn essences, honestly. And obviously for this, I'll need the earth conglomeration, which means I'll need short grass. Damn, I can't talk today. Also, I'm going to need some shears. There we go. So, yeah. Earth conglomeration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hell yeah. Four of this. And then another prosperity seed base. Make me an earth seed. So same deal. Boom, boom, boom. And then once that's done, earth seed. And now we get earth essence coming in. Same for water. I'm gonna need 4 buckets of water, which I can just do this. Oops, 3, 4. Alright, you have to do this back and forth because it doesn't automatically replace the bucket of water. There we go. Seed there. That and that. Sorry, I hit my link by accident. And now we got water essence. And then fire will be the last of the 4 elements. Oops, I actually got rid of it. There we go. Fire agglomeration needs buckets of lava. Surprise, surprise. And 4. Oh, what am I doing? Getting ahead of myself. There we go. And that's the 4 base elements. Coming into the system. They all need drawers, obviously. Otherwise, they're just taking up space in the chest. And you can see, even though it's kind of slow, it's passive, so it's going to build up. We'll do this and this, and then that. Doesn't really matter too much. There we go. So that's those 4. There's more essences that I want. Namely dirt essence. That'd be nice. So that's just 4 dirt. I'll make 3 of these because ultimately... There we go. Oh, whoops. See, I could just do that, and it'll just... There we go. It really won't mess with anything if I just do it that way. For this, I think I need 4 of any log. Yeah. And then for nature's essence, I think it's 4 of any flower. No, nature agglomeration. Perfect. Oh, that's prudentium. That's okay. I can do that. That's not a big deal. So, in order to make prudentium, what I'm going to need to do is encode a few things. I'm going to need an infusion crystal. As soon as I find it. It's in here somewhere. I'm so damn blind. Where is it? It's probably right in front of me. There it is. I'm going to need one of these. Teach the system how to do that. And then if I go to Prudentium, right here you can see this is the craft that I want. So I'll take 4 Infurium Essence around an Infusion Crystal to make a Prudentium. And I'll go to encode this. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put substitutions enabled. So that it as long as there's an Infusion Crystal in here, because right now it's looking for a max uses infusion crystal. If it doesn't see an infusion crystal in the system that has its max amount of usage left, it's gonna make another one, and that's how you end up with like 3,000 infusion crystals sitting in your damn system. So, but if you turn in substitutions enabled, it'll take any infusion crystal, it'll ignore the NBT data, any infusion crystal, and use it, and so you won't end up with you'll end up with just 1 infusion crystal instead of 30 fucking thousand. That'll go there. And with that, I can order myself, not 14, 4 Prudentium. There we go. You can see it made the infusion crystal, but it just kept using it. Not that one, this one. There we go. And now I got these 3 seeds. It may be thundering outside. So now I got dirt, wood, and nature essence coming in. Dirt, wood, and nature. You can see these are already getting up there. They're already in the hundreds. I just started. Let's make the ones I need for, like, I needed the, oh, honey essence is really important. I'll get into that, though. What is that? Why are you here? Do you want to die? You ever heard of suicide by cop? That's what these guys do, except it's suicide by me. Right, I wanted to make the copper seed. And the brass seed. I don't think I'll need the zinc seed if I'm just making the brass seed. Oh, this is tertium. This is also tertium. That's not impossible. Tertium is right after prudentium. So yeah, hit this and make sure substitutions are enabled. In fact, I'm going to disable that because I'll end up forgetting later. And I'll end up going to encode something and have substitutions enabled, and I just screwed myself. So I'm just going to disable that for now. And now I need, what, 8 of these? It's going to take a second, but they'll come in. And then I need 2 of these. Oh. And 4 blocks of brass 1 times? Why make that so expensive, brother? Okay, I guess I am going to need zinc to get me started into that. Yeah, because that's way better. Do the copper. Do the zinc. We'll get to the brass not too long from now. It really won't be hard to get that brass up and running. I just got to get this first. Copper and zinc. Head downstairs. Give him a spot on the wall. What other essences do we want to get in here? Can I make a honey seed? For that, I'll need honey agglomeratios. I'll need bottles of honey. I need 8 of these. There we go. Was it not? It was prudentium. There we go. I'm going to have to get an Ephurian seed in there too before I end up forgetting. That'll just generate me more Ephurium. Yeah, the honey seed is very important. That's one you definitely want to get up and running. Because it lets you basically just make all the honey stuff for your bees later on. Super handy. Okay. The Inferium seed. And the Inferium seed is the only one of these that you can make. Like, there's no Prudentium seed or anything. So all you can do is make the Inferium seed. And have your system generating more Inferium for you. But I don't have a drawer for Inferium right now. So we're going to have to fix that. And Inferium can actually be compacted into a block form. Do I care about that, though? I think I kind of do. I'm going to do them up here. So I'm going to rip that out, because it can't be... It doesn't go into one of these. It goes into a double. Need a double. Yeah, that's definitely thunder. Alright, and then I need to lock and link you. Okay, now Inferium is coming in. I have 5,000 of it in my system, just sitting in my drawers. I'm going to link this up temporarily. There we go. And I should pull all of that Inferium out, put it into this drawer. Yeah, okay. And then I can break this again. Okay, so we got that going. Is there any other seeds we would like to have? Ooh, the ice seed is very important too. For this, you need blue ice. I use regular ice. I could have sworn you needed blue ice for that. But you can straight up just make compacted ice with this. And then teach your system how to turn compacted ice into blue ice. Like that, and then you use that blue ice to make dry ice for your stuff. So I need 4 regular ice. Do I have ice? I have blue ice, which I can just come back down to compacted, back down into regular ice. And this is an Inferium one. Yeah, this. That'll be an ice seed for ice essence. That's important. Another one important for power would be the uranite. Uranite seed. I need some premium for that. That's, again, not impossible. Just, wow. Really? Supremium? Supremium is like the highest you can make without having to get into like bees and shit. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna encode. Oh, I need more patterns. And now that I have my requesters, I can actually take a pattern, go to my requester, and tell my requester in batch sizes of 64, well no, batch sizes of 1, keep 64 in stock. So now, no matter what, I will always have 64 patterns in my system, and this will just keep filled. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic again. Damn. Alright, we have over the tertium already. We see an Imperium. Again, substitutions enabled. And then Supremium. Substitutions enabled. And I can disable substitutions. That Supremium is actually going to take a second to come into the system. I need 4 of that. Yeah, it's just going to take a second. My crafters are pretty freaking quick, but even still, this is a lot of crafts that they have to do. We're working through it. There we go. 4 Supremium. And then I need 4 Uranite. Whoops. And a Prosperity Seed Base. And that gets me. It's Uraninite. I keep saying, yeah. A Uraninite seed. So, Ice Essence, Uraninite Essence, that's for power. I need both of those. They're coming in now. I should probably get Stone Essence going. I don't know if I'll need it. You know what I want to do? I am gonna probably need is Dye Essence. And for that I need a Dye Agglomeratio. So I'm gonna need 4 Cyanite, or 4 Cyan to get all together. Make as much green as you can. So I've got 4 cyan. I'm gonna need 4 orange. For lime, how much lime do I have? 1. Next 2. Whoops. That makes 4. And then 4 pinks. How much pink do I have? 1. There we go. Ugh. Excuse me. Sorry. Ah. There we go. And then, to make a dye seed is Prudentium. dye seed. Now I have dye essence coming in. I can literally use that essence to make any dye in the game. That makes things a little easier for me going forward because there's stuff that requires dyes. There we go. Means like this pattern here. Oh, a shiny spawned. A shiny Bunnelby. Is it this one? No. Where do you spawn at? Oh, there he is. Level 19. Just should be able to quick attack you a few times. Get you down. Yeah, it won't easier to survive another quick attack as long as I don't do not crit. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Throw some Pokeballs at him until he stays in the ball. Got him. Good job, Florigato. Anyway, yeah, so this pattern I put in here earlier for the red dye, I'm going to pull that out now. Go back into here. I'm going to clear it, re-encode it. That clears the pattern. And now, the red dye pattern that I do want to use is this one, that uses the essence. So I'll throw that back in here, and now my system knows how to use essence to make red dye. Perfect, and I can do that for every dye in the game. I think that's going to do it for this episode. You guys kind of get the idea by now. I'm just going to be encoding or using this system to make more seeds and then putting them there and then getting all the essences, start stockpiling those. But yeah, see you guys soon. Later.